Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last time we talked to Joyce, but that's done now. We talked about the jam at the roundabout and the drivers and all that stuff. And this time I think we're gonna go towards the harbor. We're gonna talk to Measurehead. I don't know how long that's gonna take since there is a quest attached to that. And then we're gonna talk to Everard Clare again. See what we can do with I think there's still this letter we have to give to the people down in the fishing village. Let me quickly take a look if we have gotten that letter already or if we haven't. Interact, handwritten note from the fridge, and I think we still have to get that letter. There's still something we have to do for Everard. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going and let's talk to Measurehead if that's possible. Alright, I think he should still be over here. Yeah, there he is. Let's talk to him.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I need to find a way to turn back time.
God damn it. It's becoming a thing now, huh?
Kim, you cannot even begin to comprehend the importance of this. It's a harmless quirk. Can't you just roll with it or ignore him? Ooh, okay, ignoring him is probably just the rudest option.
You want to return to the past?
The giant locks eyes with you. His face is serious.
You don't have it in you. Be grateful for that.
Wait, what exactly am I lacking?
Your need to steer every conversation towards your own persona is a sign of low self-esteem.
Stop boring, Measurehead. He talks about big things and you only talk about yourself.
So it is possible to go back?
Anything is possible. Just not for you.
I internalized your race theory and that was hard.
Yes, for you, I imagine it was. Don't think that I am now obliged to be part of your little growing spurt. It is not going anywhere.
He just needs some convincing before you can talk to him mano a mano.
Okay, that is a low probability because it's a level 17 one. Let's see what I have to make that more doable. I need suggestion. I have a -1 suggestion from the white satin shirt. Okay. Now let's take a look. Do we have any suggestion anywhere? That's minus suggestion, not great. That's logic, drama, suggestion. There we go. Let's equip that. That's better. Let's just remove the shirt entirely. Maybe we can find something better. Interfacing, esprit, drama, anything here. That's empathy. That's not gonna help. Viscalc, authority, esprit, drama, logic. That's empathy, not suggestion. That's drama. That's half-light. It's minus suggestion. Inland Empire, savoir-faire. Okay, we don't have any other clothes, but we are at a +1 instead of a -1 at this point, which is nice. And we still have 6 charges of Pyrolidon, so let's quickly equip that and give that a go. There we go, much better. And now let's try that
The
again.
unpromising race pupil returns.
Okay, 72, that looks much better. Let's give it a shot.
It's obvious you need to steer the conversation to the topic that interests him the most. Something that he'd like to discuss with another man in private.
Okay.
Other than race science, what else do you think he's into? Light bondage? Tattoos?
Body art? Sadomasochism? No idea. The only thing he seems to care about are his women. Body art?
Yes, but even more importantly, women. This specimen has surrounded himself not only with 1 or 2, but 3 stellar babes. What's more, all these girls seem to be koikos. What's up with that? You have to find out what's his deal with Grad.
Okay, interesting. Listen, there's something personal I'd like to discuss with you.
Personal?
He seems bemused. It's about it's time to address the men of Wu. It's about slowly run your eyes over the girls stuff. Your babes are very beautiful. I'm sad. It's about the peculiar nature of your friends here. You know what? I want to hear his answer to that.
What is he talking about, Jean?
You mean the babes? I see.
He appears to be calculating something.
Perhaps we should talk in private. Come with me.
What about the lieutenant?
Where are you taking me?
To the deepest caverns beneath La Royaume, where eyeless creatures, ignorant of light and warmth, lurk and slither. Don't panic, ham sandwich. That was a joke. We're going to my mother's office.
What about the lieutenant?
You go ahead and have your talk. I need a few things from Fritz anyways. We'll catch up later.
Women, racism, turning back time. It couldn't interest him less.
But what if I don't want to do it without you? Okay, sure, I can handle it, no biggie. I can handle it, no biggie.
The lieutenant nods, then puts away his notebook. He's ready to go.
We can talk without the pedomorph. It's me and you this time.
How long is it going to take?
A median amount of time.
Alright, I'll let you know when I'm ready to go.
I am not going anywhere, and neither is my mother's office.
Let's go, I'm ready to talk in private. Go to Mom's office with him.
This way. Processed meat man.
He points to the office door behind you.
We're gonna miss you, Jean.
The babes swoon and sigh as if he's about to leave on an inter-estellary flight.
The lieutenant nods, ready to spend some time on his own.
I could imagine that he would want to spend some time on its own. We are the worst, after all.
He couldn't be happier to get out of this conversation.
Oh, I bet.
Don't worry, babe. This won't take long.
Alright. Let's go then. Oh, just this room, okay. Let's see.
So, women, huh?
The Simonese Superman stretches on the couch like a giant tattooed cat.
The room feels soporific in its silence. Dust particles twirling around in the air.
Let's not first. Women.
Women.
I guess we would say I don't really like women.
And? That's what you wanted to talk about? That you don't like women? What is this really about?
It's about love, culture victory, the kids and the Koikos are showing. It's about her, not solemnly, Revachol. I really need to find a way to turn back time. I guess the worst thing to say would be this.
That is a lie you administer yourself. Like heart medicine. Go without it one day, and your heart will stop. Men only want to reverse time for one reason. They say it's about honor, justice, revenge, regret, redemption, and a plethora of false reasons. But further back, deeper in, it is always love that drives them. I'm going to do you a kindness, Poopa. I'm going to share a secret with you. Here is the secret. There is no love in the past, only the present.
Okay.
The past is made of static images, distorted memories, demented nostalgia. This, the present, with all its possibilities, innumerable hits and misses, is far superior. It is a living organism.
Okay. So far, so good, because, like, that's fairly agreeable, I guess, but I'm sure it's gonna go really off the rails real quick soon.
What about all the women that surround him? Is the love extended for them as well?
What's so great about the present? What's up between you and the babes? So does your mother work here? I really must return to the past now. Sorry. What's up between you and the babes?
You are trying to insinuate something. This impotent psychological manipulation does not work on me. Speak up, Poopa.
Now is the time to ask about the smell. Didn't he say that it is impossible to maintain an erection with the distinct smell of the koika?
Aren't you bothered by the potat smell? I thought you didn't like women of other races, including Koikos. I guess we're gonna be direct about it.
Your mind is unable to capture the nuances of this particular situation. It exceeds the limits of your emotional intelligence and your genetic imagination. Do not even try.
Aren't you afraid of producing a seminokoikic chimera?
Poopa, I belong to the S.R.S. And voluntary offspring production, chimeric or regular, is not an issue for me.
And what's the S.R.S?
S.R.S. seems to be missing from your records.
Yeah, the only thing that comes to mind is genre sap, but that's not gonna be it. What is that?
70s race scientists.
70s race scientists or S.R.S? What are you talking about? Let's ask that. I think it's gonna be wrong, but let's ask it anyways.
The Semen Retention Society.
Jesus.
It does not surprise me that you know nothing about it. Masturbateurs Anonymous is probably an organization you're more familiar with.
Okay.
The S.R.S. is a closed group of strong-willed individuals who have dedicated themselves to building up strategic semen reserves. It takes iron will and razor-sharp focus, far beyond your spiritual potential.
That's what it's all about? Okay.
An enormous expenditure of willpower to build up strategic semen reserves. You had me at willpower. Let's do it.
Thank you, Volition. Great stuff there.
Life is all about pleasure. Why deny it?
Hold on, did I get this right? You never actually climax during sexual intercourse? Sounds exciting, how do I join? You're right, Masturbators Anonymous is my kind of jam. How did this conversation end up here? Let's ask the first one.
This is an oversimplification. But yes.
Sounds exciting, how do I join?
I just told you. It's not meant for an Al-Ghul enthralled mind like yours. Only after years and years of emotional, psychological, and spiritual powerlifting can a man start looking into joining the S.R.S.
What's so great about the present?
Look around you. Look at the advancements in the sexual sciences. All the novel techniques, accessories, preservatives, massage oils, lubrication salves, abortion clinics. And the women who shave and are capable of understanding concepts like polyamory and coitus casualis. The Koiko and their promiscuity are at the forefront of all that.
Okay.
Novel techniques? Your techniques were probably last novel during the Franco-Nigerian times. You need those techniques, Bratan, to survive.
As I've always said, we listen to the necktie.
Who cares about sexual partners and their promiscuity when you've got the fate and honor of Revachol on your shoulders? Sounds fun. It's high time you incorporated some of these things into your daily life.
Okay, I guess we'll just start at the top. Hold on, what are those novel techniques you mentioned?
You're asking me to share the sacred techniques that I've gathered and internalized on my life journey with you, a stranger?
Yes, please?
Do not think the serenity of my mother's office makes me forget we are biological competitors, albeit unevenly matched. You are more likely to get the Coalition to sign over their warships than get these weapons of pleasure and control out of me.
Well, okay.
This knowledge never passes from a man to another man. Not even from a father to his son. This path is to be taken in absolute solitude.
Promiscuity, do you mean the cock carousel, twirl your hands around in the air? It came back, wonderful. I'm glad I failed that check back then.
You use vulgar humor to distract yourself from the pain that women have caused you. The impotent rage at their promiscuity will not heal you, and it repels women. You have to shed this infantile shell if you ever wish to find a worthy mate.
Everything's revolving around women and sex with this guy. What's that about?
You're very focused on women and sex.
We are life. Life is sexuality. Sexuality in competition with sexuality. The sexuality of other organisms. The point of any competition is to win.
Win what exactly?
The future.
He lets it set in for a while.
In a biological sense, the man whose essence, whose genetic blueprint is passed on to the most hosts, down to the most generations, fulfills his biological purpose to the greatest extent. This is the love victory.
Okay.
What about the Seaman Retention Society?
Yeah, wait, what about your Seaman Club? There is a competitive element to sex, I agree. Sex is about cooperation, it doesn't matter how many partners you've had. Wait, what about your Seaman Club?
Seaman Retention Society. I told you, this is a simplification. Climax is not required for victory. In fact, it is discouraged. A true man retains his essence. It is far more masculine to pass on a blueprint of your mind and your spirit than your flesh. Women give birth to flesh, and men give birth to spirit. Spirit is immortal.
Man, this, like, some time back, he was... Oh, okay, we can't go that far back. I said, okay, so far what he's saying isn't really that weird, but it's gonna go off the rails really quickly, and it's gone off the rails really quickly. Who would have thought?
Spirit is housed in flesh. No one cares about your fancy ideas if you're getting beaten up behind a bar.
Thank you, physical instrument. There is a competitive element to sex, I agree.
Your agreement means nothing to me. You're a man defeated by love. It is plain to see. It is in your face, in your voice, in your heart. Love takes courage. You did not have enough. You had a little, too little. That is why we are in my mother's office. You have come to me, seeking wisdom in the sexual arts. Do not waste this opportunity on sycophantic personality mirroring.
Ouch.
Let's get some healing off.
It will serve you poorly in the great war of love.
You seem to have a set idea of masculinity. I wonder where it comes from.
This is no time for vague generalities. There is something else on your mind. Ask the question you intended to ask, or face your cowardice.
Time to get personal. He's finally ready to open up to you.
Alright, what made you Measurehead?
The only man worth being called a man, Father Jairzino.
Father Iazinio. Sounds like some kind of mystic. Or a magician.
Hold on, is Father Jairzinho a mystic?
No, a welder.
An honest job for an honest man.
And how did he make you?
Father Jairzino made me hard, where my mother made me soft. Together, they made me complete.
Nod thoughtfully, soft and hard, I see. It's very poetic, but you're avoiding the question, how did he raise you? I'll go with the first one.
Father Jairzino was very wise. He realized that if the tender touch of my mother wasn't opposed, I would turn into a
He pauses to make sure your eyes are locked. He's gonna say a slur, isn't he?
complete
Oh, no,
pussy. So he did what a man must. He became a counterweight of iron. Through scarcity, assizes, discipline, and respectful distance every father should have for his son.
Hopefully, he at least taught his son some welding.
Did he teach you some welding at least?
No, I am not interested in welding.
Is Jairzinho your biological father?
Yes, I inherited my genetic makeup from Father Jairzino. I am an evolution of him. He is immortalized in my essence, even after his physical body expires.
A lot of seaman talk going around, but no one blowing any loads. This party's winding down, Bratan.
Why do you call him Father Jairzinho then?
Because Father Jairzino is my father, and his name is Jairzino.
Okay, that's fair, I
His
suppose.
father taught him respect.
Thanks for sharing all this with me.
I am merely offering a small glimpse of functional family dynamics, something you were clearly deprived of.
I'm sure your dad thinks you're an apex predator, a top dog. You don't always have to be so hard. Live a little, let loose. Stop making everything about me. Yes, so back to babes and turning back time. I guess since he told us to stop making everything about us, I'm gonna say stop making everything about me.
I am just stating the facts. Your traumatized essence is in plain sight.
So, does your mother work here?
No.
But she used to?
Yes.
Oh, did she retire?
She did. Yes. With great honors. The greatest, some say. A true modern ritual. The entire organization attended when she was given the honorary engraved paperweight. It was a tender day.
There should be something here. A memory, a feeling, even if it's just a glimpse. But the depths of your psyche remain silent. You don't have a single memory of your mother.
Wow. You need a 10 in shivers for that one. Wow. Mothers are great. I can't remember anything about my mother. Apologies, I didn't mean to get so personal. I'm more interested in babes than mothers. I can't remember anything about my mother.
I am not surprised. You are like the runt of the litter, abandoned, incapable of nurturing a woman's love. Our mothers are the ones who teach us to receive affection from the opposite sex. A bond you have clearly not experienced. Instead, you have developed this unhealthy obsession with the past. Standing before me, hoping to turn back time. This is not the answer. Reinvent yourself from defeat.
I really must return to the past now.
Clearly, it is impossible for you to shed your neurotic obsession. This wailing for the past is a task unfit for men. It is better left for widows mourning their husbands, and for mentally ill communists mourning their commune. If you want advice on babes, or the mysteries of life, or even on Revachol, look forward. To escape your defeated state, you need to move forward. On to future victories.
You don't get it? I need to bring Disco back from the 30s. It's about the suzerain. He's counting on me. I'm still convinced the babes were more faithful in the past. They stuck with their men. Maybe you're right, but I won't know it until I've tried the impossible. I'm either going with 3 or 4 because it seems more in character, I suppose. Disco would be good too, but I feel like in this case he's probably more in the mindset of being, you know, wrong, I guess. I'll go with number 3.
It seems to me you are in need of a warning. Here it is. It is absolutely possible to return to the past. You just need to take a ticket to Seregli Island, the southernmost of the Semenan Archipelago, also known as Ile de Fantôme, and walk into Pale. Let it dither and rot your mind. Then you can marinate forever in your irreversible defeat, while race enemies laugh at your motionless, gab-mouthed corpse.
So essentially, he says it would we could turn into essentially the Pale Driver, right? Seems like yeah, he's describing her affliction there and the constantly being in the past kind of thing that she has going on.
No, this does not sound inviting. Finally, a chance to connect with the divine. It gets very cold in the office, like in a desert after the nightfall.
Why do I have the feeling there's a catch?
There is no catch. You will get what you want. The rule is a cruel master, but it is not Pale. Pale takes your mind and rejects the flesh. It is capricious and terrifying, like a virgin. You will lose your courage before her face. Go have a look. The white-haired protein mass at the intersection. A lorry driver. Impossible to miss her if you're even a half-decent cop.
Pale Driver? Yes, I've already talked to her.
Go talk with her again. Ask her about Pale. See what a relentless obsession with the past does to a man.
A protein mass?
An empty vessel the mind has deserted. A husk no longer inhabited by the consciousness. Biological waste.
A chill races down your spine.
Alright, I'll go check her out then.
Yes, our little meeting is finished. It's time to leave my mother's office and return to our jobs. I hope this has been illuminating to you. And remember, what happens in my mom's office stays in my mom's office. Quiet contemplation ends, biological rivalry resumes.
Okay, let's talk to the Pale Driver then, and then we're gonna return to Measurehead, I assume. Can I? Oh, Kim is returning. I see.